Peter, over the past, particularly the past 6 months, but the past few years, we've been working really, really hard to make this process better for victims. We've moved from a process-oriented system to a victim-centered approach. And what that means is we try to keep in mind how all of the decisions that we make and all of the court hearings that we go through, how every little thing is going to affect the victim of crime. We've hired the victim witness coordinator, which has been a huge asset in helping us fill some gaps, some previously unaddressed communication points with victims. So it's a huge priority for us.
Okay. Now, how can you judge the success of this program? I realize it's pretty much in its infancy still. So are there any benchmarks whereby, aside from getting away from actual courtroom verdicts, of people saying, you know what, I didn't think I'd be comfortable here, now I am?
I think that there are tangible things we can look at as well as intangibles, and the intangibles tend to make up more of what we're doing, and those include prosecutors having much lower caseloads, being able to spend more time on their cases, being able to spend more time with victims, victims feeling like they've been heard more than they were in the past. We've also increased training, and so that we've got dedicated prosecutors who know what they're doing. They're better at these kinds of cases. They're more sensitive. They've shown an aptitude and a desire to handle these challenging cases. So we've also increased the number of prosecutors from 1 to 4, plus a victim witness coordinator, plus a supervisor in our SVU unit. We've dramatically increased our communications with our partners in the community, such as the police department, and have regular meetings, daily meetings with our crime time, and then weekly meetings with our SVU unit. So those things are coming along. As far as the tangible, the measurable statistics that I think we had talked about before, I think it's just too early to tell whether or not the prosecution rates are going to hold steady or increase. As we've discussed before, Missoula is fortunate that our rates are lower than some other urban areas in Montana, and our prosecution rates have traditionally been pretty good, but we can always do better. Really, that's what we've committed to, is looking at these processes, looking at the tangibles and the intangibles, and saying, where are ways that we can better serve victims? We've been able to identify several of those, and we've gotten really good feedback from victims. Can we guarantee that we're going to win every case at trial? No, we can't do that. But we can guarantee that we will pay attention to the victim's needs 100% of the time, that we will be responsive 100% of the time, and that we'll base our decisions on facts and evidence 100% of the time.